so far. He's going nicely, isn't he? 18 from 21. Yes, there again. Length was a bit short. He opened the face just at the last second, didn't he? And threaded through the gap. So nice batting. A huge amount of bounce now. Extra cover out. Got a deep point, almost in the position of sort of third man, in between the two. All that shot. Might try and induce a false shot. That's what they will bat it. Playing the conditions well. He's got himself in one Hussain Mayub, and he's looking quite comfortable now. And this is something that's brought up a little bit of debate. Not a huge amount of cricket played by Pakistan. There we go, matches since inception, 122 for England at the top, 99 for Australia. So India, Australia and England all playing the most, but it's at the bottom there, Pakistan. There's a huge gap between test matches, which makes it really, really tricky for players to find rhythm, for coaches to get any sort of formula together. And that's what they'll want to rectify. They've got a busy schedule coming up. And I want to start well now, start building those foundations.
One more look at that. Last 10 years, test matches played by teams in Pakistan and Bangladesh, both of them down in that table. The important part is that last column, the average gap between test matches. That probably is the case in the last couple of years. They haven't really had many, especially at home, as far as I can remember.
It affects everything though, doesn't it? Stats, and you see a lot of the England players, obviously Indians and Australians, leading the way, and one of the reasons they get to face so much more. That's Hassan. Well, very well early on, didn't he? That all-important wicket. One for 21 or 6, so he's been economical. Very economical. There's just been enough movement in the surface early on. Ball seaming around and a little bit of swing. So Shakil and Sam Ayub trusted with the rebuild for Pakistan. Not the start they wanted. Patient crowd. There was a bit of rain around earlier, but full value now.
Pakistan lost 3 wickets earlier on. Just look at the mode of dismissals. This is Abdullah Shafiq just chasing one saw full length, went after it. Good catch there. Sean Masood probably feel it was unlucky. He was of the opinion brushed the pad, and the replay did suggest that. And then trying to glance one down the leg side. Babar Azam. It was a big wicket that.
Yeah, the word sloppy comes to mind. That's something I really feel that Pakistan do. Just got to tighten up defensively, their decision making. We'll come back to that. It's over, 62 for 3.
For 3. 48 overs have to be bowled today. That's how the numbers show after losing the first session. Just going back to the number of test matches and how evenly are they divided amongst test playing nations. And just looking at Pakistan, and you talk about the gaps or the average between a test match one to the other, 49 days. That's like a month and a half between one test match. If you look at this over 10 years, and you're playing a test match after a month and a half, that's not bad. But when you really spread it out over 10 years, you feel Pakistan hasn't really played much test cricket in the last 3 or 4 years. That would probably increase that gap.
Yeah, that's where it's been highlighted. Played in Australia, of course. They got beaten in a 3-match series there, right at the beginning of the year. And before that, you have to really look hard to find Pakistan playing regular test cricket. Mehdi carries on with his off-spin. Not much spin or anything happening there. I think batsmen have taken a liking to him, and you can understand why. Ball seamed around early on, and well, they really have made sure that they've ticked over the spinner partnership, closing 50. And they've done it at good pace. One slip. 45 and a man for that sweep shot on the leg side.
It's just in continuation of our discussion regarding the gaps in test matches. Now this test match is after a gap of 8 months. So that just really shows you. And then I remember, was it 2022 or 21 that Pakistan played a test match in the month of Jan. It's a slot. He runs, he's got control of it. January they played the first test of the year, and that was also the last test of the year. Only one in the year.
Yeah, what does that say for players? Well, you just really can't find your rhythm. It's such a different form of the game, isn't it? Conditions are different, the colour of the ball's different. You go from T20 and all these franchise tournaments, and you come back here and you're wondering where your off stump is. As that one hones and probes in at the stumps again, and it just takes time to get your rhythms. It takes time to understand the pace that you need to bat at to be successful, and it can be subtle. For every batsman it's different. Look at England, the top of that innings, 122 matches they've played in 10 years, and it makes such a difference. Tidy over from Mehdi. Bowled a little bit quicker and a little bit flatter. He knows that Shakil and Saim Ayub are so proficient on the sweep. And he goes again. This time it's behind square. It's great placement, excellent placement. The man was moved a little squarer, and he's threaded for 4.
Also brings the 50 partnership between Saim and Shakil, and this method of sweeping him from outside off is just putting him off a little bit. Both the bowlers are doing well. Both the batters rather. 68. Let's have a look at that boundary of the last ball. We're talking about that, just dragging it from around off, outside off, and he's played it behind the square, so the placement is excellent as well. Both Saim and Saud have mastered that against Mehdi, and he's getting them the desired results.
Current partnership 52 with almost a run a ball, so it's been an excellent start from these two. A little bit of a rebuild action, but they've been severe on anything wide, and that sweep has come in really good use. Severe on the off spin of Mehdi, realising that there was an opportunity to get some runs on a wicket that was turning. Sorry, should I say swinging? It might just be ruling the fact that they haven't picked up another wicket. Bangladesh, there we go. A solid contribution from both. 52 not out, going strong.
Yeah, good thing about this partnership 10 overs between them, 60 deliveries, getting 52. Again, that holding on a rebuilding process needs to show something on the scoreboard as well. No point staying out there spending hours but not getting anything in terms of runs. So that's how you take it back to the opposition.
Yeah, a lot was spoken about team selection as well. The four-pronged pace attack that Pakistan have gone in with. Bangladesh, on the other hand, just choosing the two all-rounders. And you just wonder now whether they're thinking how nice it would be to have another seamer in the attack. 3 early wickets, a wicket that is definitely favouring seam. Forced to bring on the spin of Mehdi, and the batsmen have enjoyed that. They've enjoyed getting stuck into him. Nahid Rana, he's come with big plaudits from many around the grounds, talking about his pace.
And you must be watching this match from different sources. One is this. On your mobile phone, you can charge your mobile phone or tablet through Inverex Solar Energy while watching the match.
Smile, sir. It's not that bad.
So amazing, Nick. It just becomes a waiting game. As a bowling unit, you're getting wickets 16 for 3, and then you know that, somewhere around the corner comes a partnership, and then you wait for your moment. So important for the bowlers to keep their focus and their lines and their game plan in focus, in position. Sometimes you get into situations where you can go wicketless in a session, and then you just feel tired. It's really, for both sides, that's good running. Saw the opportunity there. The fielder is very deep. And just squeezing in the second one.
Yeah, there's no real excuse for the Bangladeshis, and I say that because it's a reduced day. Of course, there was rain this morning. Conditions are very favourable. They won their toss. They selected to bowl as you would expect. Now, it's only 48 overs, so as a captain, he's got to identify the fact that they've got to go full blast here. This is their opportunity to really make inroads into this first innings, the Pakistan first innings. They just let things slide here. Suddenly the wicket starts to get better. You've already seen Mehdi come on, and I really think they could have persisted with Seam for longer. Yeah, it's a nice delivery. Tucks him up. So that's the over. 19 done. It's 72 for 3.
Session timings after we lost that first session in the day. So we're almost around tea break, 5 minutes away from that, and then we have the third and final session, which will be 4:40 local time, and we can go up to 6 p.m.
Mehdi continues 22 from 3. He's been a little bit expensive. Batsmen have been excellent on the sweep shot. So much so that I've got 2 men back. 45, who was up on the line, has been pushed back. Now there is a single on the leg side. It's bowled pretty straight as the right arm off spinner. need more of that. I need a real push with Bangladesh. They can't stop now. Right to the end of day. They'll be happy with 3. No, 4 and 5. There we go. We've seen that so much. Is it in the gap? No, it'll just be 1.
We're almost closing up to the tea break, and this is the right time when the Tapalti fans in the Tapalti lounge, hot cup of tea, we'll grab one as well just after this over. Let me get your opinion, Nick. We're looking at Shariful and Hassan getting 2 and 1 respectively in terms of wickets. You have seen 1 or 2 over outbursts before tea? No.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would have kept them going a little bit longer. I would have said, guys, I know it's hot out there. I know it's not an easy job, but we need a bit more from you. We need another wicket. Just wonder whether Shanto just missed a little trick there.
Yeah, your wicket takers, give them 1 over before tea. You know, the batter is actually thinking he wants to play the session off, get into that dressing room with a cup of tea, not out. Those small landmarks do work on them. Top ball to end the over. It's 75 for 3. This could be the final over before tea. Naheed will continue. I would have loved to see Shariful or Hassan to bowl that 1 over before tea. Then it's not to be.
Yeah, without doubt. 2 wickets and 1 apiece. 6 and 7 overs, so haven't been overutilised. I thought Hassan was the better of the 2. I thought he bowled nicely to the right-handers. Hit a good length. Got a little bit of bounce and a little bit of seam away from the right-hander in particular. I thought Pakistan were perhaps a little bit sloppy early on, and I guess when you go into tea time there'll be a little bit of analysis, and I think Bangladesh have done okay. I don't think they bowled outstandingly. I thought their lengths were a little bit short at times. They could have encouraged the drive more. And there again, another short one, short and wide. They'll probably pick up 2 if they run well. And they're sent back. Good pick-up, good throw.
Again, slight hesitation in calling. Yes, no. Have a look at that. Played that shot and then a slight hiccup. And watch this turning around and sending back. Almost got a run out earlier on in this partnership.
Yeah, it's discipline, isn't it? It's discipline. It's running between the wickets. It's your defence. It's how quick do you respond to the singles that are available. And I think Pakistan haven't been right on the money. But they're making their way back in, and a glorious shot. That has to be the shot of the day. Wonderful balance. Big straight bat, and there was so much blade through that ball. Stunning shot.
Yeah, full and on that leg stump. And once he beat that fielder at mid-on, it was always 4 there.
Yeah, the key here is that he didn't try and overhit it, nor did he try and hit it too square. He just kept that bat going through the line of the ball for as long as possible. I'll be very happy with that. That is definitely his best shot of the day. Give him a lot of confidence going into the tea break. Still 3 balls left. And now he'd do something special.
Good sharp bounce on that occasion. And rightly done by Syme, just taking one hand off the handle so the ball just drops in front of him. So many times you can just take the shoulder of the bat. Can go anywhere. The 3 men behind the bat waiting for it.
I think Nahid will want Syme to have a go here. I want him to start thinking about playing that pull shot or that hook shot. They've got 2 men back. Might look for a little top edge. Again, it's well played and out at deep point. So, last ball before tea. Good rearguard action so far from Pakistan. They were 3 down early. Shakil and Syme Ayoub doing the job so far.
Who would you give this session to? 16 for 3, 81 for 3. Would you call it even Stevens, or you'd say that yes, with what, 60 odd runs after losing 3 wickets have been added, maybe a bit towards Pakistan?
I'm going to be a little bit harsh here. I'm actually going to give it to Pakistan, which might sound slightly controversial because Bangladesh to get the 3 wickets, but you just feel with the advent of spin and the fact that they've put on this partnership quite well, they'll be going into tea thinking, you know what, we've got a good chance to press on. Last ball. And it's well left from Shakil. Ends what was a very entertaining first session, it has to be said. 81 for 3 of 21 overs. Bangladesh picking up 3 vital wickets in that session. From poor batting, there's been a bit of bad running in between, but I think they'll be pretty happy with that, will the Bangladesh camp. As for these 2, well, they'll be delighted to have got in and got a start. 81, there we go, 3 wickets at a healthy run rate.
Yeah, they lost the 3rd wicket for the score of 16 in the 9th over, so they've done well to finish off 21 overs in the session and get 81 on the board, with nothing changing after that in the wickets column. Quick look at the batting card there. They lost Abdullah Shan and Babar Ali, and then Syme and Shakil have done well to put up this partnership between them, taking the score to 81 for 3.
Yeah, so the 2 openers starting of a new regime. There was a little bit of movement early. Hassan bowled beautifully, didn't he? Just to that right-hander, and there was the poor delivery, and what a catch! That got things going for Bangladesh. They will be delighted with that. The play and miss there. A couple from the captain who came in and played a couple of nice shots. That was the first of them. Got him going. And then that one just cut him in half. There's a bit of controversy around the decision. Some thought it took the inside edge. Others just thought it hit the pad. The captain wasn't happy, but he had to go. He was on his way. And in came Babar Azam, and that was another absolute screamer down the leg side. A nothing shot from the premier Pakistan batsman. But since then it was all Pakistan. It was all Shoaib Ayoub and Saad Shakil. They played fantastic. They took on the spin of Mehdi. Particularly severe on that sweep shot. It was all Pakistan in that final session, and that shot there, well, that was the shot of the day. Beautiful balance. That was a good way to end the session.
Bowling, 2 for Shariful, 1 for Hassan, and then spin was brought in. Now he did well. 4 was not for 22. It's 81 for 3. Time for us to take that short break. We'll be back in just about 15 minutes with the final session of the day.